Smoking towards CT and towards that B split, in fact. Maybe try and fake things out here. So we'll see how the plan unfolds. Carrigan distracting, and yeah, attention is drawn away from short. It certainly does work. There's still a lot of bodies around here for the CT side. Carrigan tries, fails to move through that smoke. Bomb going to go down. They have to concede the plant at the very least. No kits available, but the Julies and a couple flashes. Certainly nice to work with, but not when you've got 4 players peeking into you at once. Brokey holding, ready for that first fight. Oh, here we go, though. The Julie's starting to close the gap and looking good while doing so. It's suddenly all on Frozen to clutch up against 3. Bomb has ticked pretty far down here. That is a labored fight. Somehow stays alive on the burst. He will fall.
No time.
Yeah, oh, it might be right on the line. It might be right on the line. That's pretty close. I feel like he just about got it in. Goodness, Frozen so damn close, but yeah, not gonna get this one. Oh, I nearly spoke too soon. I nearly did speak too soon.
I really thought he missed that. 0.3 seconds. Ascenthial, you lucky man.
Stop fighting for skins in the game. Visit Hellcase.
Bait, we caught them. It was unfortunate for Bait as well, so they're looking to stay alive.
Aggression again, though, man. I mean, you have to respect it up to a certain point. A lot more prepared this time around on the FaZe Clan side. 2 quick kills. And an advantage that they absolutely should be able to work with. Carrigan finds himself 6 feet under. A nade recovered, so potentially some damage here, but sometimes this is what happens, right? What's the strat? It's like, just wait for them to push. Just hold the angles, and
I think for Bait, I don't even know it yet, but we're sort of angling to save, if anything, right? Just keep hold of these 2 rifles if we can. Frozen's lurking is the only issue. He's sticking around looking to see whether anybody's going for an exit play. And speaking of, Frozen actually gets caught in the back. So an AK upgrade, and they'll have a chance to somewhat get out securely. They're going to get it towards spawn at the very least. And I don't think FaZe are going to be too ambitious in the hunt here. They don't have a lot of long-term cash. They don't have a lot of money stocked up. Corner smoke thrown. In case FaZe want to lurk out. Haven't got the mid to B smoke either, though. So one goes down. Carrigan can play around this. There's a gap on this left-hand side. But it's being held for, and Alex, he does a very good job of holding. That's fine. We haven't cleared pit. We have not cleared pit, boys. This is rookie errors that they've made, but it can only be punished for 1. Ascenthial. Feels like we've got to do a little bit better there.
Yeah, I would say so. He's got the chance to secure a couple. Didn't find that instant double dink headshot kill, right?
Yeah.
I think would have given him the time for another fight. Does make all the difference. They are very lucky to get away with that, in all honesty. Krasnal's pushed forwards here. Twist ready for him, though. So cool for that shot. It will force head trick away. FaZe Clan, once the guns have come out, looking pretty damn good here. And the mental side of things, pretty big deal for Bait. That's what we saw yesterday, what you kind of alluded to earlier. And they get restless. Krasnal pushing forwards. He is the stand-in.
So he doesn't get an overextension and a punish. Head trick posted. Smoke, that'll come down. Can he hit the shot? Threats the needle, but he misses.
Nice find from Brokey. Head trick still alive here, of course. Oh, a little heavily scoped. I don't think he meant that. And Twist has just demolished them on the A-bomb site. We were focused on the AWP, expecting him to do something, but yeah, very adaptable player, I think it is safe to say. It is just, unfortunately, the inconsistencies that can plague him sometimes, but in a game like this, I don't think it should have too much of an effect. Gonna need a bit of him here, as FaZe have lost the openers. Fair amount of damage done. Bit of a faster round coming out from FaZe Clan, it feels like. Going ahead of the smoke as well, always a bad habit that gets punished. Numbers looking good for Bait, as the B-bomb site, potentially the only option available for FaZe Clan. Ascenthial is low. He just needs to stay alive. He actually plays the open angle and gets gifted the kill onto Frozen. It's all going to be down to Brokey here. A bit of X factor needed. If you can get the bomb plant, certainly would reset the game, and I think he will just about, but no, he's opting to take some more fights. Interesting. Try and take the guns away, I suppose. The money is not necessarily important, so if you're not going to be winning the round out, what other options do you have? They're giving him a lot of space, a lot of respect, and I mean, he has done this to himself. At the end of the day, might be able to find the heads though. Oh, not gonna happen. Does get crunched successfully. Bait back on the board.
So a nice round in response by Bait, one that they desperately needed to keep themselves afloat in the early part of this map. Brokey gets out and he gets the first, looks for a second as well. Brokey, that's more like it. 2 quick kills in quick succession to crack open the long side and push in towards A. And at the same time, B is being broken down by Frozen as a Sentinel will fall in a matter of mere moments. Headtrick's left with it all to do.
They've been saving that, haven't they? The pace change for when they drop around. It works beautifully. Bait expecting one style and completely opposite thing happens to them. So well played out from FaZe, and this is what they are going to be capable of. A lot of that depth that Bait are obviously expecting, and they do have some experience against, but I think it's still a learning process for a team like this. Headtrick should be able to save things. There's not too heavy of a hunt going his way, despite the fact that there was a lot of cash built up for FaZe a few rounds ago. It very quickly does dwindle. Moving around a lot is Headtrick. So he's now revealed himself and now ready for a proper hunt to come his way. Saving that AWP would be a really, really big deal here.
Well, Frozen's got other ideas. It's a great round from Frozen. 2 kills as well, finding the overextensions of Bait and the last of the lurk.
An easy one for FaZe, not nearing a dangerous stack or anything along those lines. Rolling through the motions here. Small gap in the smoke maybe that they have to be aware of. Some nade damage does come in. There has yet to get any kills. It does worry you slightly. Just as I get the words out, there's a quick trade, but
there's bodies here.
Yeah, we'll see. There's boost-up opportunities. This could get very messy very quickly. They're going to try and overwhelm, and they're actually lacking a player on the backside. Frozen is a little far away, so a slim window of opportunity to get something done. You can't be serious.
No way.
MPL comes round with his deagle. They're all getting involved now. Oh my god. Do we have the flying 5-7? That was insane to see. Against a team like FaZe that are ready for you and could match against you. Ooh, well-timed nade. Not quite there for a Sentinel. Maybe if the AWP had been behind him, that could have been messy, but not looking good. Not quite sure how the player gets out middle, to be fair, but they deal all the same. Twist was holding for this CT rotation that is never going to come. What reason do they have to move? It's maybe a little, like, back of the pocket spotted over there, but ultimately, no harm, no foul. To get involved, we're going to move towards short. Sat with 3 smokes and 4 flashes, so I think they're changing hands at the moment. So we'll see what they can do with this. It's pretty conventional. The trickle smokes make their way in, but there's, again, not a lot of bite to this bark, unfortunately. The Tech 9 of Twist and Frozen gets involved, but still don't quite believe. That missed shot might indeed be the linchpin moment. Headtrick goes down, and look at this. Now we have a moment of respite. Get some weapons recovered, the AWP in particular. He sticks to the Tech 9, though, and Frozen will go down. Now suddenly Jacob, with low HP, has got to do it all. That is a clean one for the first. He hears out this second player as well. The flick is so fast, and FaZe Clan, statistically an anomaly.
But strategically, can they go toe-to-toe? We'll see. Double stack towards B. It's a tough angle to clear with Frozen playing back plat. One up close.
Twist in prime position, and he delivers. There's no getting through him. He was right there. And he absolutely delivers there. Sentinel will take down Brokey here in lower. So the players have an approach, but of course, they have no bomb.
Yeah.
So there's not really much that they can do from here.
They're going for the doors plate. Like you said, he's still on the cards for Twist. He's in a good spot to get it. Ain't no contact just yet. Headtrick gets 1. Twist another. It's Frozen who steals away the ace, but it's a quad kill for Twist. He starts the round and does a good job in helping close it.
That relentless style that we saw Bait employing early into their CT half, just trying to maybe find the timing, maybe find a catch, and yeah, that's all they needed. They hear the pin pull of that Molotov, as it were. In goes the flash, in comes the kill, and it is perfectly executed by FaZe here. Frozen, meanwhile, on the spot. Smoke doesn't quite land, I think, in the way that he would have wanted, but it still does the job of keeping them at bay.
Yeah, bit of a panic throw there. He spotted 2, so he just wants to really get down as soon as, buy some time for rotations if needed. This is what we're talking about, though, right? Bait's plan A is falling flat. What's plan B going to look like? Flash, oh, that's a really good flash. Jacob should be dead and is. The FAMAS is here. Carrigan who gets 2 before falling. So into a 2 versus 2. This round's still very much up for the taking.
Very big kills from Carrigan to keep it alive. I mean, up to that point, perfectly played by Bait to create the kills on short. This smoke, however, is going to slow the roll of FaZe pretty substantially. Just got to wait for it to go down before Frozen can really get involved. So Twister's got some control out towards long. What is... Okay, pivoting towards short. I thought maybe for a second they were looking at a save, which would feel a little crazy. Frozen goes by himself. He goes early. They're both in at short. They're a little broken apart. I think maybe on the death cam, Headtrick might have got information that they're both in at short here. Not a lot of time left on the bomb, but Twist gets the kill. Frozen will get the hold. And it's kind of sweaty, but FaZe... What is the game plan from here? Again, a lot of presence up on short from Bait. FaZe will start to read into this. Not loads of time. So this is your last big decision of the round, really, as to where they want to go. It looks like a quick pivot towards B, but still relatively predictable. Close angle from Carrigan, not much that he can do. Frozen needing a bit more than just one. They get split up by the break. Unfortunately, as it seems to so often go, it's the opposite side that comes out on top of that break and FaZe forced to save.
That's actually, you know, just as I was sort of critiquing it a little bit for Bait, that's a really good mid-round, in all fairness. They realize that their short play is immediately figured out, because Brokey's getting all this information. He knows that they're scaling up towards short. He knows that they're going for an A finish, and there's 3 people there to meet them. Smoke's gonna come down. He just does try to stick around it. He's found a gap in between the 2 smokes. Box smoke and a short smoke. He should get a free kill here. It's whether he falls away. Oh my god, he's lurking inside of it. No way Brokey's got away with this. Didn't realize? They do. Yeah. Head trick. That is so smart. Just a double check. Bit of due diligence done to make sure there's nobody lurking around. For Brokey, that was a big ask for that to go right. And I think now for FaZe,
within the context of this second half.
Oh, he spotted 1. He has to.
Got to have been on the minimap at least.
It seems on way. He's surely spotted 1.
He's playing a little loose. He is playing a little loose. I mean, Krasnal's maybe seen it. That's a not on the same page moment. Speaking of those moments, NPL, however, will force the kill onto Brokey. So the numbers have been evened up. Maybe we look back to that short moment. Could have been bigger for Bait even, but not the case. Tiny little chip away. Carrigan holding in towards Gandalf. Again, not quite enough from either side just yet. Bomb plant coming in. There is a move up here from Twist. He's close, but no cigar on the frag. The HP bars are so very low. It's definitely doable for Frozen, who is very close to the action right now. The hard kill comes easy. And out in the open, surely gets it done. He does. Frozen lives up to his name. FaZe Clan will hit double digits first.
My god, they needed that round so badly.
Bait especially, I think, going to be feeling the pressure. It has gone panicky the past couple of rounds. And here we are, the cheekiness. Straight up, no noise, contact out middle. They're ready, though. The AK, the AWP, Twist is on a close mid-angle as well. They're very, very, very ready for that. It's maybe the only thing in the playbook that we haven't seen from Bait yet this half. So
no long presence so far. There've been no upper tons presence, but there's been a smoke down as well. So they're just ready for it. It's a mean crossfire. It's actually 3 people in 1 crossfire. Twist on towards box, the AWP, and close CT. There's no chance getting out there. And Jacob can step up. Here's 1. AWP is scoped. He's got a really awkward angle to deal with, but Headtrick a swing and a find. Still, this round feels very kind of tough to work with for Bait because they've got so many angles to clear and so little time. But once again, sub 30 seconds, and Brokey just trying to be a nuisance. He gets both. Really good shutdown. Bait That's what we were talking about for them, though, right? This has always been their kryptonite. At times,
a hop, skip, and a jump. They have to make that play. They have to just go through the basics. They get punished massively. Brokey is going to open up here once again. Twist chiming in down middle. The confidence of FaZe certainly back here towards the tail end of the game, wanting to put this one to bed. They've already suffered at the hands of a comeback once this tournament, and once is most certainly enough.
It's so much better from FaZe. The way they've ended this map, or the way it looks like they're about to end this map, is really solid. Alex finds one quick trade by Twist on towards MPL. That's such an important scalp to find, but Alex still trying to be a bit of a nuisance before he's caught by Karrigan, who closes the map 13-9. FaZe take their pick of Dust 2, and they do it actually quite excellent fashion towards the end. There was moments where FaZe look a little fizzled out, but they recover well and they set the tone nicely. We're going to throw it back to the boys on the desk. We'll be back from Mirage.
What's new here today? The Slack, trash, yeah, like always. What? Holy shit! Whoa! What? Where am I?
Do you want to try?
Yes, I do.
Don't think. Come on.
Stop fighting for skins in the game. Visit Hellcase.
And we'll see what they're able to give us. As Brokey with the Julies up close is the player that you've got to watch, and watch quite tentatively, because he doesn't have much in the way of support, particularly these smokes come in. They're going to block off a lot of the rotational play that FaZe were hoping to utilize in this round. So Brokey gets left on an island, and he has no way off. He doesn't get a single kill. Not the best start. Flashing towards CT is good. They unfortunately didn't look prepared enough for that. There's 4 of them round the corner. Frozen takes down a couple of the stragglers that were very low indeed, but now he has 3 very healthy players that he's got to get through. He's not going to check his angles. Could have been a knife for us, but no, Alex will take it cleanly and get bait the pistol. Something to come back to a little later on into the round. Karrigan the first to fall. Ooh, but there goes a Senthi. That maybe starts to give the game away in terms of where the hit is going to be. Frozen is hot on the heels here as well, just looking to chase them down. Yes, they have seemingly site control, but yeah, the bomb has gone right when it should have gone left, to be honest. They, of course, were not expecting the site to be so clear. Cheeky one from Twist through the smoke. Molotov down might give the room across. The bomb eventually going to make it around. MPL is brave to move forwards in the 3-on-2, but Frozen. He is rewarded. Frozen very low here as well, so known and easy pickings in the end. For a moment there, it was very dangerous, but MPL in particular does well to bail them out.
It's not to stockpile a bit of cash, but if you can win a round like this, it would go such a long way. Great timing on the CT smoke in towards ramp. If they're going to pop through, they're going to have to pop through at such a late time. They go just ahead of that one, but Brokey gets the first. Looking to try and shut down the A presence. Has support as Jacob does well in towards back of Defo. He'll fall finally as Flames right at his feet. And MPL gives them a bit of space to work with. 3 versus 3.
Labored for Jacob. Certainly a player that everyone is going to have their eyes on here. Big shoes to fill.
Are they cancelling?
It looks like they are indeed going to move away. There's not much scaling up, but only lightly. Now reaggressing. MPL leading the charge. Bomb with him. But just adding a few more variables for FaZe Clan to guess around. May well have just heard the footsteps of running away, but it seems like they were aware of that all the same. So Twist with the big kill of this moment to just cut off any idea of a flank. Straight up fights then. The 8-1 NPL. The 0-1 head trick. We'll see who is able to step up here. NPL looking really confident, honestly, taking a lot of fights and finding success, but a bridge too far in this round. FaZe Clan get themselves there first.
Yeah, an important round for them, just not only in terms of...
It feels like changing up your utility is kind of an adaptation of the game, and I don't think it's quite as simple as that. So Bait have got to be careful not to become too predictable. Looking good as they break in, however. Only the 1 kill from Twist. That's not going to be enough. Karrigan is here quickly. He's here before the bomb goes down, and he might look to make a move around this smoke. Tap comes in. It will be a hold, but MPL is very ready for it. And again, he is the man leading the charge here in this round. makes up a good 80% of the bait kills at the moment.
As he often does, in all fairness, for bait. This is why we were saying Kentazor was such a good addition to this side. He was relieving a lot of the pressure about MPL having to put up numbers. But who cares at the moment? 11-2 for him. Brokey, are we? No. Okay.
Oh, he was so close, though, man.
It's not a bad idea. He's now actually going to lose this AWP. It's the only issue. So, AWP falls.
Another, like, 10th of a second, and I think that player's headspace.
Yeah.
If there's a knife on the cards, you're going crazy no matter the situation, which in a way is a little cooler than going for the easy knife, you know? You're going for, like, the hardest knife possible.
Alex. Spots one. Can't capitalize. Twists can. That M4 finds the first. Frozen under the MP9. Gonna find one of his own. Oh my god. Oh, Jacob. It's actually not a bad effort at all. And Twist will quickly trade on towards MPL to limit him at 1. This is a janky round. Going in a way, but Twist, he'll see it off. Bait, they get dissected in that round so effortlessly in a weird way. And it really shouldn't have happened. FaZe it off a lot. Let's use that. But selfless from the IGL. MPL, I'll take a lesser buy. I'll do it for the cause. And he's the first to fall.
Indeed. I mean, it kind of works out nicely in that sense. And it's like you've not really lost a stronger weapon. But also, why is he not on a stronger weapon? I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of a strange choice. But maybe that was part of his plan. Take some risks, gather some info. He knew that he might die early. And indeed he does. So man advantage here for FaZe Clan. Brokey, double scoped in. Nice and patient for that frag. Senthial trying to trade things out, but it's just not looking good here as they enter in down to the man in Palace, who's made his way out and does indeed catch off Jacob. Maybe, just maybe, there is a chance here. CT being open is really not going to suit him. He's got to go back towards the dead comrades here as well to get that bomb back. So not the best look in the world. CT player reveals his location, trying to catch him on the jump. Doesn't quite happen. 20 seconds left, so Senthial has to be the one to make the move and start the dance here. Trying to spam away and get lucky. He's doing some damage. I mean, Frozen is left low, but I just don't know that he's given himself enough time, and ultimately, where is Carrigan is the question that he's asking. He reveals himself in the nastiest of ways. FaZe Clan to even it up.
And so far, so good. No one can quite compete with MPL at 13-6, but he is sort of the only one stepping up at the moment for bait. He needs a bit of support in that right flank department, and well, Alex doesn't start to do well. Frozen, catch him. Same for Krasno, he's caught by the hands of Jacob. They try and step up the tempo here, bait, and they're punished for it.
It's kind of a desperate attempt at stepping it up. I mean, look at how well this is going. Twist. So clean, so crisp.
A quick one that fell very much off a cliff so quickly. They try and get up in towards the face of FaZe and make life uncomfortable, but they're just not going to be phased by something like that. They're so used to these tempo shifts. In the tier 2, that'll work out, but not here. Twists for the first. Misshot the orb. Carrigan and Frozen both caught. B-side lost there. Bomb goes down. Bait have got some legs in this round.
Yeah, eyes off the ball for sure. We'll come back to it as it seems like things are still unfolding here. Oh, key find from Jacob. Might give them a chance back into it. He's gathered a fair bit of info. Krasnal does creep into him to take him down, but I think they now know where 2 are for sure. It doesn't seem to really be mattering. Multiple peaks coming in. Not a lot of time. Brokey, though, with the transfer. Oh, he's moving in quick. He wants this. He absolutely wants it. The timer just not going to work out in his favor.
If they can make a 6th to end out the half for bait, that'd be a really decent T-side. It starts well as Senthial catches Jacob. Too common of an angle, too easy to clear.
Very true, but it's the first time in a long time we've seen bait have sort of the early upper hand with
needed that,
to say the least.
Misinformation,
and they will know about him. Yeah, this is the thing. It feels like the B-bomb site is vulnerable. What I will say, FaZe have rotated very quickly here, so they're so very ready for this, and I think more ready than Bait were expecting, but it doesn't matter. The super stand-in takes 2, NPL to close it out, and despite being in the right place at the right time...
Stop fighting for skins in the game. Visit Hellcase.
A big name in the AWPer, so they have to be very, very aware of that.
I'll say with Hedrick, I'll give him a little bit of leniency because I feel like T-side AWPing is brutal, right?
Very true.
He did a lot of his best work on the CT side, so we'll wait for now, but I have to agree. They're missing a few names. And FaZe have popped in towards B. There's no one here to meet them. The red carpet's rolled out. They get a free plant.
Yeah, very interesting setup, I think, from Bait. They were more ready for mid presence and a mid hit, but FaZe Clan, they keep it simple. They execute in. It pays off. And now you have a very awkward looking retake question mark.
Yeah, they're really...
Do we have a save, actually? No, they're I don't know. Not feeling themselves, start to move in, and you see what happens here. I mean, indecisiveness sometimes can indeed cost you. There's been a nice 2-piece from Kras now, but it's not going to be enough by the looks of it. He does have this kit available, but needed that kill, and it's Karrigan who steps up for 3.
Yeah, nice work.
Not wanting to give those early kills away, not wanting to get over-aggressive. Slow roll here. Nice find from Alex. I think that's going to light the fire under them, to be honest, which is exactly what Bait want, given the way that this setup looks. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's that FAMAS that makes all of the difference. And Kras now keeps these multi-frag moments coming, man.
He's looking really, really good. Kind of be spoken about, but it has to be a successful one. They fall flat here. It could already start to be the beginning of the end. It starts well for FaZe. Twists, finds the first, looks for 2 as the AWP misses a shot. It's getting a little janky as well as Karrigan's trying to put pressure on towards Hedrick. Krasnal again stepping up for one of his own, but it's Twist who's lighting up the server. Numbers favoring, and Twist is here again. He's on for the ace. He can't quite find it, but his job's done.
I mean, again, I will say it again, he is looking so good, so quickly as well into this team. He has exploded onto Mirage, that is for damn sure, and could be a really big round that he's just pulled out. Xenthial. Oh, he's threading the needle. Just about gets the timing against him, though. He was so very close to... Only 2 players moving down middle. I'm going to attempt to get someone up into the window, which feels like the highest risk way to do this with just 2 players. If they've been spotted from short or a well-timed flash through the connector. Just 1 is going to be enough, though. I think you're really just trying to sow dissonance in the CT defense. And it seems like Jacob might have successfully done that. Big find from Alex. Able to drop down. Trade just isn't there. Brokey, however, will use the fact that they think there's no one else around in the Palace angle to his advantage. Big find from Twists. Who else would it be? Xenthial and Hedrick now left to recover this round back, and the bomb is bailing. The bomb is going B, and they don't know it yet. So they're in the wrong place, and this will make a big difference for FaZe Clan.
Yeah, they're sticking around thinking it might be a double pump execute, but it's not. It's a full rotate. The bomb's still left by T-Abs. It's going to be Brokey's picking it up, and they're going to actually send in Twists to open this all up. I think they're starting to realize now, Bait, that well, we've kind of called this wrong. We've gambled wrong. I do actually wonder whether they even give it a go. I feel like it's probably not worth it.
Yeah, with an AWP in hand as well.
Yeah,
right?
numbers is advantage. AWP on a retake, 1 kit to work with, and they've got no residual cash left in the back pocket. They can coast comfortably at that like 80-90% and be really scary to deal with, but they just can't find that extra level to take down FaZe.
Yeah, and I mean, that works for them.
Yeah.
Most of the time is the thing. Nice pickup from Hedrick, however. He's been pretty quiet this game, but a little bit of dynamicism on that AWP. Gives them the opener, and worth its weight in gold. Brokey the next one to fall. There is a slight slip of the net here from Jacob, but he's going to be eaten alive by nades and bullets alike. Twist looking crisp, of course. Well, what else? 2 12 o'clocks in a day. And Twist finding flashing kills, at least here on Mirage. Going to try and move in towards B, and they might be able to get away with this. They might be able to get away with this. Check all the angles. Frozen's a little low, and yeah, Krasnal will go unchecked. For a moment there, you start to believe. A bit too much damage taken by Twists, unfortunately, to really give this a solid go. But if anyone's going to do it on the FaZe Clan side at the moment, it is most certainly him. Digits in, nice and comfortable. He's reset the game. They're far away. He has plenty of time to get himself into his favorite position. Well pointed out. There is no kit available, so the pace is going to be high here from Bait. A lot of noise being made. Molotov in the wrong place. Twist just in a somewhat open angle, but thanks to the low HP, Ascenthial will take him out. Good to see them performing under the pressure. I think they certainly crumbled the last time they were asked. We'll see if they can replicate it, though, see if they can keep it going. MPL smells a rat, but he has to take the fight forwards. Carrigan can't get the trade. The rest of the team, there's only 2 of them left now, actually trying to pick up the pieces. They will get the bomb plant in here. It's only 1 man the difference, and there's HP taken out of all of these players. CT move. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
It's a little close, somehow getting away with it. The flash's going to come in. We'll see. This could make all of the difference here. Head trick, though, was hidden away from it. And now Brokey left to clutch up. He's got hardly any ammo. Can't find the headshots. Bait will take the lead right at the tail end. Yeah, I'm curious to see what the game plan is. And it does look to be somewhat creative. Going to get some mid-presence here. And again, just feigning it with a low number of players. Lots and lots of noise being made. And Twist, they work him out through connector. Works beautifully. The Palace players strike at the same time. Just so much noise. So much sensory overload almost. Kind of reminds me of a round that Twist pulled off famously on Nuke, actually. True. Very similar sort of idea to just fly in and overwhelm them.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, so make the most of it, right? And unfortunately for Bait, they don't get too much of a chance here to do anything in terms of a response. So Ascenthial, and he gets caught by the Dealer Carrigan. If he was a little bit more patient, he probably gets that one on a silver platter. Ascenthial would have just walked right past him. He is the 4, but Alex posting towards Sandwich. Always a bit of an awkward angle to clear. It's that and that debate of whether you want to use a molly to clear it. Frozen's here. Does have a molly, but who cares? Head trick with that orb. Finds him. It's pulled Ascenthial off, though. That's the only issue. They're slightly out of position. They are out of position. Ascenthial desperately trying to reclaim that control. That's so unfortunate. If he sticks around for half a second longer, he's not trying to, you know, escape his way back in towards the site. He's still set up for the fight. But now they're playing retake and they don't clear Twist. He gets 2 and he does it with ease. Prime Twist as 3 kills in the round have netted FaZe map and series point here in this lower bracket. And Bait, what a time to crumble.
Not loads of time for FaZe to work with. They once again want to finish A. But in what kind of fashion? Utility going to come over the top. They'll start moving in. They are a man down here. The AWP as well left open. Takes Twist. That's a big name to be taking in a big round here. MPL through the smoke trades. The man advantage remains for Bait. Only 20 seconds left. A panicked attempt at the plant here. Jacob needs covering in towards CT. No one is brave enough from Bait, however, to take that swing and try and deny it. So maybe the room that FaZe so desperately require has been handed to them. Shadow spotted, but Brokey not fast enough on the flick. He's the one that makes himself known here. He is begging for these fights. Carrigan swings out, a little overzealous, you might say. Jacob falls, and that will be overtime. Locked and loaded. The most entertaining team in Counter-Strike, of course, keeps the game going.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Parts of the map, however, and they are just going to go. Molotov comes in. This is part of the problem when you don't bait out utility across the course of the first minute of the round. They're still committing in. Flash blinds everybody involved. So this could get weird. The second flash is pretty damn good, but Twist is there for the quick trade. Site control coming in. It's Carrigan from behind here, who's going to be the big player, but he gets shot in the back. There was a guy behind the guy who was behind the guy. Frozen keeping the dream alive for FaZe, but Bait looking good. They've not panicked, they've kept it calm, and they have kept them at bay.
There's some swing. It just draws attention away, all on the shoulders of Frozen. Hang on. Frozen in a 1 versus 3, but he just can't get the last bullet to connect. It's Hedrick who clutches it out. He's made to work for it, but it's Bait who start OT well.
Translation on that, and it's the language I speak. I don't know what he said.
I think he's maybe talking about him swinging. Like,
Yeah, maybe.
Like, I think people say, like, they're on skates when they swing around corners.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That is, I think, what
Which is true. That is actually how Twisters play. I'm assuming he's talking about Twist, right? He's just swinging into so many of these fights. Either way, we're popping towards A. It's Twist and Jacob. We find a killer piece, and Carrigan finally gets up Con. The last player towards B, the Bastion over there of Headtrick, is stuck because there's a lurking player that's dragging his attention away. But they're split up now, so Carrigan in a bit of a weird spot. His teammate is nowhere near, so Carrigan has to win this fight, and he does. Down goes Alex. And once again, we call upon Headtrick. It's been a quiet map by his standards, but a clutch in the previous. To him once again, the leg spotted, but Carrigan closes. What a round for the IGL. He needed to be a hero there because things were really looking quite dicey.
The aggression back are able to just keep these rushers really looking fresh and creative, and different players in different spots. But they just look so comfortable, and it's a level of the game, a level of the T side that I don't think Bait really had for us. The flash towards mid here, though, paints a different story. Oh, difficult for Brokey. Still gets him, but he's lost everybody in the meantime. Just needed one guy to help him out. Or did he? Oh, on the cross. Alex will take him down, and Bait take the lead moving into the second half.
I love that move by Bait, though.
Senthial perhaps trying to sell the fact that he's a lurk, but he is, in fact, part of the main attack. MPL, oh, not ready. Oh, Carrigan a little early with the shots, but he still gets the kill. The execute coming in then, as they will be a man down overall, but this was always the plan moving into A. Jacob goes down. The break of the smoke falls incredibly flat from Twist, and all of a sudden, said advantage has been thrown away. Did we necessarily need to make these aggressive plays like that? You were already in control of the situation. Retake now in full flow. Another big kill from Alex coming in. Carrigan required to step up again as Brokey's on the AWP here. It's going to be awkward for him to get in. Steps being heard. Quick move up from Brokey. And again, he's back with the X Factor. He's a little nervous. He's a little nervous on that bomb. Maybe could have gone for the hold against the AWP. And it's so very panicked in the 1vx situation. FaZe close again, but cannot get it.
Limit testing with it. Looking towards B. There is 4 players in this direction and 1 lurking his way up short. Alex is in behind Frozen. This round, it already could start to fall apart unless this backside player of Carrigan can go nuclear. Good for the first. And he gets the support of Twists, but the nade will see him off.
It's all about Carrigan in that moment. He keeps the dream alive, just allowing that space for Twist to get in. Bomb plant going to come in here, and they will allow it. HP bars don't look great. Oh, the boost up as well. What a quick little move here, but Jacob is checking all those angles. He's so smart with it. Krasnal left to clutch up now. Stand in, trying to be the hero, but only one available for him. Oh, man, it didn't look good. Looking at it, it did not look good. FaZe have done well there.
Yeah, they really have. Jacob.
In these key moments, in these key rounds.
Brokey.
Yep.
Freebie. There it is. We'll take those. Gets one, gets away. That's all he really needs to do.
Very clean indeed. Keeping that pressure high. As no one goes to burst. It's a slow attempt at the trade.
Yeah.
They boost up. Got to be very careful up there as well, as it is the bomb carrier. Oh, man. It looks disjointed here from Bait. They had a player move quickly in the apartments. MPL trying to catch off A. Just have to be careful here. I mean, they know about Jacob. It's all on Frozen, who is down below. He even jumps early for my money. 20 seconds left on the clock here. Could have gotten away with a bit more. I don't think they would have expected him at all. Needed to believe in the position. Brokey misses out. The P250 gets it. And now it's all down to Alex. 69 points of HP. Feels like it might not be enough. If you can get a quick headshot here, most certainly on. They're just waiting patiently for this smoke to dissipate. And there you are. Carrigan will find the easy kill. No quick jumps there. Brokey. Finally, a bit of presence from FaZe in towards middle, actually, and it will pay off massively. Twister with the double kill.
What a flash.
It is beautiful to watch. And a great way to kick off the second bout. Oh, we like a one-tap though, Essential. Maybe one more of those to get us back into the round. He's not ready for the man down below. Oh, he's just reeling like we are. The cleanliness of those kills. It's still the man advantage for FaZe, and it should be their round from here on in.
Yeah, especially with how low MPL is. So much heavy lifting has to be done by Headtrick here. Oh, leg spotted, surely? I feel like Carrigan must have spotted MPL just before he tucked there. I think that's probably why he falls off. He is alone towards B, but Brokey's coming over to support as well. They've already crossed window. With a shifting pass, that's Headtrick and the bomb. They've got to know that it's probably the last here. Carrigan's going to be smoked. I don't think that was probably intended, but I don't think it's going to make too big of a difference. MPL clotheslines Brokey, but it doesn't matter. Round one all the same. FaZe kickstart the second bout of OT. Well.
Not the case, not how it pans out here. Some doubts. Sown for bait, and Carrigan finding that kill feels like a very, very big deal, honestly. Again, they're going to start to turtle up and doubt themselves, and this is what you've talked about a lot. What is plan B? And so far, not looking good. Bomb spills. Big information for the CT side. Twist keeps them coming. And with 35 seconds left, you feel like this is just going to hammer home for number 17.
Close by Jacob. Headtrick caught. Jacob right out there. He knows there's a possibility of a bit of con control taken here by Bay, hence why he's not committed to the fight. He's just jiggling for information and spots Headtrick, and he deletes him.
It's so tough. Like, Headtrick gets into that position. He's got a Mac 10.
Yeah.
Like, what is he going to do with that? If only he had an AK, he really could have done some damage. Essential, though. Keen find from him. Brokey here on the AWP, looking good. Twist the next to fall. Always a name you're going to pay attention to in this FaZe Clan kill feed. Jacob looking to step up, however. New boy on the block. And he will do just that. Bit of help from Brokey. Leaves it all down to MPL.
What an A-hold as well, right? Sort of a new position for Jacob. Des brought this up right now in towards the LA anchoring, and he does so well. Brokey closes it out. He's really picked it up at times, and that's a fantastic round for him. 3 kills to his name.
Maybe they can bring some freshness. A lot of utility out here from FaZe Clan, and they're going to go back to the tried and true quick moves, try and overwhelm a certain angle. They're weary to cross into the danger zone, and rightfully so. The con smoke not quite good enough, maybe blocked. It was so early on in the round. Essential holds the line over at B, but will be traded out. So there's a small window to get in. Brokey with a big find as he lands, firmly getting that kill. He will be denied the opportunity to plant the bomb, however, and Alex from short keeps them at bay. But there was, once again, as always for FaZe, a moment. Noise from Frozen. And a lurking position from Carrigan.
Molly doesn't spill towards Alex.
This does get a little weird. They're going to move towards B. Carrigan's been stopped, but he was the distraction, of course. It's NPL who holds clean. He's still got support at the back end of the site that is surely going to get overlooked, but it's not even needed. NPL looks so damn good. He has been somewhat quieter into the overtime, but that is a big round. They have become a little more predictable onto this T side, but keeping it simple. Ooh, with an A execute. That's Headtrick on a quick switch at the wrong time. He doesn't get his nade out, and he's now caught in no man's land with this AWP. One's not quite going to be enough. MPL keeps the kills coming because of course he does, but will it be enough? He's trying his damnedest to find that planter, but he can't. The numbers are even. The HP bars tell a different story. Forced forwards, Jacob only 1. And it's Carrigan with 13 HP to close this out. And he decides to go ramp, or nearly into the business end of the grenade. But keeping it simple as he didn't believe in the Palace move. Taking their time to work their way in here. Going to get that smoke down on the bomb, and he will fall, and we go again. MPL behind the smoke, Twists on the other side. Kind of a game of luck at this point. Twist trying to find the angle. He does have some support up above, so the trade will be there at the very least. Still, is that going to be good enough for this T side? Can they really do anything with it. Carrigan has got a lot of space towards short here, goes peeking into the AWP. Unfortunately for him, Headtrick stays alive here for the multi-frag moment. And not a chance for the FaZe Clan. Bait take the lead. All the same, deciding against the A-bomb site, they're going to move more so towards B. Maybe mid. Maybe they don't rightly know. Carrigan's gone early, and he's dropped early as well. Really not what you wanted, and they look very prepared for this mid hit. Alex finds another through the smoke. Brokey is left on 1 HP. So this looks really good now for that bait side.
A lot of damage down towards Frozen too. And Jacob, who was the last remaining healthy player, is seen off. Brokey, no chance in hell, surely. 1 point of HP in a 1 versus 5. He gets 2. And he's finally spammed down by Krasnal. Oh my.
Oh, Krasnal, right place. Maybe the wrong time. It's MPL through the smoke once again. The flash is just too good. Krasnal traded out. They're going to pick up the pace here as well. In towards the B bomb site, and Ascenthial keeps his cool for 2. Looking for a bit more. Where is this coming from? Jacob left alone against the world. 4 in total, 3 in the clutch. He's picked up the bomb, but he just cannot guess right. And it's 3 now from Bait in a row. And it's FaZe Clan to run it back.
Can they once again run it back with flawless CT sides? Let's see, a simple A-pop seems to be the play. The flashbang was ineffective. Jacob, deleted by Krasnal, has been excellent, and he continues to do so. Ascenthial one of his own as well. He lit up that last round. He looks to close it here with the support of the stand-in. Krasnal catches Twist. The big name dropped, and it's Carrigan and Brokey left with it all to do. Bomb goes down, 2 versus 4. Screw, surely no chance.
Yeah, one would say this is not looking good at all. Carrigan jumps up. He will be deleted early. It's all on Brokey. He's finished up close as well. Man alive. What an up and down game. Just so insane. But it will be Bait to extend the series here and take us to a 3rd. Enough from us. Back to the desk. I don't know which way this one's going to go, honestly. I really cannot call this.
Yeah, this one is a hard one to predict because I feel like you do get to a point where you want to throw statistics out of the window a little bit, right? But if you are looking at stats, you've got to favor FaZe. It's been a better map for them. It's not always the strongest for Bait, but they don't seem to care at the moment. Krasnal for the 1st and the 2nd as well. As he's trying to make life really uncomfortable for FaZe here, back into a 3 versus 3, but he's left low. Alex backside long, trying to catch him on the cross, but he can't. Frozen deletes. With Krasnal so low, a lot of heavy lifting got to be done by the IGL, who is caught. Jacob for 2 right at the tail end, but it's 4 in total for the new boy on the block for FaZe.
Certainly feels that way. I think for me, considering that previous round, it was a bit of a weaponry difference, so it does come quite close. Be interested to see how the first rifle looks. That is ridiculous. Has to be pixel perfect timing for a kill like that. Honestly, there's, you know, the Galil for sure, but 2 players have got armor. They can get their hands on an AK and pick up a key frag. It could be a very, very unexpected round here. They'll start to charge in towards B. They lose another player in the interim as well, so not looking too bad. The nade is well placed. As things go even, the digits being tapped in. Krasnal on the backside with one of those recovered guns. It's only a Mach 10, but it might just be enough. He's ahead of the Molotov. They're not expecting him. Big kill. Really does thin the numbers. It's down to Frozen and Carrigan. Frozen as well has been vaguely spotted here, so they're going to have a good idea of where he is coming from now. Both of them confirmed in the cave, but it doesn't really matter. If Frozen can hit the shots like this, it might just be an impossible task. FaZe are bailed out.
Clinical work. It's the first gun round. The first Jacob lines them up. MPL and Krasnal. A joint casket for them as they are clipped in towards Cubby.
To be honest, it's sort of a soft save. Headtrick is not really looking to get involved in this retake. And the other 2 are on their way out if they have their way. Jacob down below here, looking good. Doesn't hear the second. Doesn't expect the second. But all the same, FaZe Clan going to keep the rounds coming. I think they have to be careful themselves not to lose too much cash, but yeah, 4 in a row now.
We've got to get something on the board. It's not been a nice start thus far. And Twist is very early out towards A. And so far, there is no one here to meet them. Crastle the first of 4. MPL for 2. He does well, and he gets his, and he gets out. He sets himself up with this numbers advantage. That's really well played.
Molotov and awkward kind of smoke. There'll be a CT smoke. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Strange. They've given him a smoke to plant in for some reason. Either way, 4 on 3 still looks pretty damn good here for Bait. They are moving quite slowly, though. They've got the kits available, but just taking their time getting in. A weird position from Carrigan is the thing to watch. He will activate and find his kill. Jacob, good for 1. It's the orb trained in. Brokey misses out the first, looking for a little bit more, but now just has to play the clock and the time and the trades, but it's not needed. Brokey will take them down cleanly.
Never a good sign. GamerLegion Ho2 as well, that side, took them down. I mean, it's been a map in which they've really been up and down on. Sometimes they're so strong, and then other times they are non-existent, and this is looking like the latter at the moment. They need to figure out what makes this side tick, and they're shutting them down, but it's MPL to open things up. He'll catch Twists.
Carrigan still committing into this idea, however, he chases the nade thrower. Brokey will trade that exchange, but they're obviously still down. Going to be able to capitalize on that FaZe side. They still have to deal with this boost box play. Brokey, yeah, nearly gets his knees shot off. There's not too much that he can really do about this. With only 40 seconds left, they have to start making a move.
Oh, Jacob, look for the second as well, can't quite find it. He had the right idea of a back donor player. Will they expect Hedrick up close here? They don't, and the last one of Brokey is low. It's all on his shoulders, but the flank is too fast from MPL. So following the tack timeout, Bait finally. Hedrick's posted and waiting. He should win this fight every day of the week if Jacob is to swing. He's got no util. And also really no support, to be honest. This one should be easy, and it is. Don't really get too much easier than that for Hedrick, to be honest.
Flash into cave.
Whoa!
Okay, not the best, but it works. And Senthial will get the kill despite moving a little early. Frozen now, left low as well. Pistol could do an awful lot of damage here from Hedrick in the right place. He's going to catch 1, but backs off from that. All the kills are ultimately going well for Bait, at the very least going their way. 3 HP, the difference at the end of this round, not going to find anything. Still a bit more work to be done, but Bait looking good in the past couple rounds.
Hey, proving there is still quite a bit about them. Jacob moving forward towards Donut and Hedrick. I don't know why it didn't click, but there would have been one there if he had. Frozen finds 1. 180s to get the second as well as Brokey doubles down. They've cracked open this A site with ease. As the bomb gets planted, there is nothing Alex can do to deny.
He's going to stick around, though. They have plenty of cash. So he might look for something a bit funky here. Relatively close to the bomb. No one seems to be coming his way.
They're moving early.
They are moving early. The Molotov, though, is well-timed. And Jacob has it covered. So it looks good. Still,
I don't think they even heard it. The tick.
Yeah, but
it's all good.
It's a little dangerous. I think if he'd have...
You'd be pretty happy with that more often than not, right? Decent foundations. It gives you something to work with, and a lot of teams prefer that CT side. Bait 1 knife as well, of course, chose to start here. Swing in. MPL for 1. Has to support a Krasn as well. We spoke about him playing loose and fast as he finds 2 back-to-back as Brokey also clipped. This is what we like about Krasn with a fantastic map too. And he backs himself every day of the week. Twist will shut him down, but the numbers looking really good for a Bait 4th here.
Twist left very low off the back of that nade, so yeah, this is looking good, even to deny the bomb plant. keep the damage minimal. Essential will get it done. And they are still hot on the heels, but...
They flash in, they see what the information's there, they see it's nothing. They can fall off and bolster elsewhere. It's 3 in the direction of B. 1 mid, 1 A, so a very default setup. But Jacob just lurking in no man's land, and the spam isn't exactly far off.
Nades come out here, though. They still look to act upon the B-bomb site, forcing Essential out into the open. Overlook from Alex, but not quite going to be enough. A break onto the smoke for the AWPers, somehow missing that shot. They will press into him here, or at least attempt to. I feel Carrigan might have blinded himself slightly. It's unfortunate. It would have been a good opportunity to find a kill. Carrigan coming in from the side. He's just so damn low. NPL makes quick work of him. It is close. It felt like it was a little better than that for FaZe, but in the end, Spam not finding anything, but the push might here. NPL moving in slowly. Jacob seems to have a small idea. Yeah, and there you see, right at the end, he just managed to turn around. Going to be another burst in towards B here, but a team damage in the mixture. The bomb site itself securely taken. Maybe I speak too soon, though. The bomb has been dropped. An inopportune moment. Twist evens up the numbers once again. They're thinking about bailing away, but NPL is here. You got to be careful. You got to win this fight, and you won't. Oh, eventually goes down. Brings it into the 1 versus 1. Brokey is immediately on for this AWP. Bomb on his belt. Krasnal unsure. Has he gone A? Has he stuck around? Krasnal's going to go looking right into the crosshair. Brokey plays it cool and will be rewarded to start off this pistol. Might just be the read of the century here.
Brokey was tempted by pushing. I think he makes a smart call to fall back, but NPL pushing through the smoke will catch Carrigan. They're opening things up in the flames. Fire at his feet. Brokey doesn't give a damn as they shut down towards B. That is a clinical breakdown of that execute. Well played by FaZe, but can go a long way. Front donut smoke. They've got no util. They're going to contact through this.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy idea, but it might just work.
Of course it does.
Oh, man. And I mean, what do you do now? We've got players coming in from mid. They're going to try and get here quickly, but still a bit shy to get around the corner. Flash will come in. There's no bomb plant as yet. They're happy to take the fights, and all of a sudden, FaZe start winning them, but the push back in from the T side eventually brings it down to a one-on-one as the dust settles out in the open. Carrigan switches up to the A1S.
So far from where they once were. The ending of that map number 2 was really quite good from Bait. It was the proof that this is a side that can go toe-to-toe with FaZe, but no longer. And Jacob really wanted to close the door. And what looks like it could be their last true full buy. Krasnal the first of 4. NPL will at least answer back with one of his own. As much as Krasnal might have dropped off, NPL has kept consistent all the way throughout this series.
This is the difficulty, man. You know, when you have that map that you have to leave a part of yourself on, if you leave a bit too much, I think you can kind of feel into the next map that you're just playing a totally different game. And trying to adapt to that can be very tough. I think Bait have given a lot to Mirage, and rightfully so, and deservedly take it, but they have not gotten themselves going into this second half as well.
Yeah.
Really quite a difficult position they find themselves in, but stepping up a little at this moment. Slightly dodgy flash creates space for Twist, and he finds 2. The numbers are even. The AWP comes in. It looks quick. All down to NPL to potentially save the series, to save the tournament for Bait. Never nice to go out quick, but that might just be the case here unless the IGL can clutch up.
Scoots with the bomb. Where is this second player? He's asking questions to himself, and he's got time to try and figure it out, but Frozen does need to move. He goes for the open plant. Neither of them move. Brokey now starts to move his way back in. He's the known quantity. It's all about Frozen. Back turn as well, NPL. He's trying to use the pillar as protection, and he does. He isolates the fight, but he can't find it. Frozen. Oh my, right down to the wire. It's not a bad effort at all.
Again, it's a very solid read here from FaZe. Something that they've not really gone for thus far in the half is the mid control. We'll see. They're in the right place. Twist gets a little wacky moving through the smoke. And it will cost him his life. Jacob not necessarily with him on that. So man advantage and some decent control to work with, but the bomb gets dropped to the back, and this is, wow, okay. Gone terribly, gone absolutely terribly here for Bait. They've got to try and recover the bomb. They've got no one in the cube angle. And all of a sudden, it's just falling apart, but Carrigan makes mincemeat out of that. There's not a lot of HP on these two players, however, which I think is going to be their main advantage to work with. Carrigan not moving too quickly, does have to be careful, wins out his fight eventually, and leaves it all down to Headtrick to try and recover the pieces with 15 seconds remaining. Not looking likely. Carrigan hears him, but didn't have the gun out to catch him necessarily, just trying to draw him in. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, now has to hold the bomb. He chooses not to, and that will be that. Bait's road comes to an end, and FaZe will survive.
Yeah, what a showing by FaZe as well. An absolute clinic